Hello YouTube fans, today it's pissing it down. It definitely sums up what I'm going to talk about, Arthur. Nope, I'm not talking about the weather, this one's inspired me. There's going to be some that's going to be upsetting, so I'm not going to put in detail, but this is the most horrible people I think of. I might call it that. And what do I mean by the most horrible people? From this day on, they've been some really disgusting, unspeakable and horrible excuse of humanity. Say that again. Humanity. I'll start off with this one. There was an old lady. This isn't a joke, it's real life. An old lady, about 80. She was coming off an airplane, going upstairs, and this lad, I'm not racist, it's saying this word, but this lad of a different race, there you go, big deadlocks in his hair, proper arrogant, cocky attitude, stood on the step. Now she was struggling to walk, with her age and everything, and she's trying to walk, this poor lady. And this cocky fucking twat, and I will call him that. See, that wasn't race. This cocky arsehole with the deadlocks in his hair stood there, won't let it get past. Do you mind not touching me? I'm retarding. That's how he spoke, by the way. I'm retarding. And says, I need to get up. I need to get a toss. Well, you've got legs. Walk around. That was the lad's attitude. That was his fucking attitude. Though she lost her temper, she says, I'm 80. And he turned around and said, and I'm retarding you. She lost her temper. She said, I don't give a damn what you're doing. You're cocky and arrogant. You know what, sweet? You're spot on. This lad is cocky and he's arrogant. He's been named. He's been shamed. If I could get away with showing his photo, which I haven't, I'm afraid. But if I did, I'd show his fucking photo. I showed it to his employer. I showed it to all his friends. Man, all his friends are probably cocky twats like him. I showed it to anyone because this guy is a dickhead. This guy was probably brought up with no respect, definitely no respect for your elders, and that's what's wrong with today's era. That is what's wrong with today's era. People who are young, got a cocky attitude, got no respect for anyone. But seriously, if I was there with that nice dear old lady and he acted like that, you know what I'd do? You know what I'd do? I'd tag this fucker by his long stuffy fucking excuse of a mop of her hair. I'd punch him in the balls and I'd throw the fucker down the fucking stairs and say, there you go, dear, you can now get a toss. Says I'm not this fucker out. I'm not a fine person. I'm not a fine person. When it comes to arseholes like that, I make an exception. I seriously fucking splatter this cunt. Because he had such a horrible fucking attitude. I'm retarding. Yeah, retard this. Bung. People like that just fucking would me up. No, they ain't. When people don't help, don't do fuck all. Oh, I don't want to get involved. Oh, you get some people getting their heads kicked in and there is the fucking mobile filming it and laughing like a fucking moron. Then people get right on my fucking nerves. It's like a few weeks ago, this is horrible person too. A couple of girls laying into one girl. They kicked her in the face, they punched her, they slapped her. These are the dang girls on one. I'll say that again, on one. You bunch of fucking little belly fucking cowards. You bunch of shitbags. Seriously, you are a bunch of shitbags. So that's horrible person number 2. Now we get to horrible person number 3. Again, if I could name and say these people, I really would. I really would love to name and say these footwits. I think this is in America, actually. This is big woman. I'm not being someone, but she is. And there's this kid. He's got learning difficulties. I don't know if that's particularly correct, but you know what I mean? He's got learning difficulties. He doesn't speak. And that's what's wrong. Because this bitch, I will call her a bitch, she took advantage. Been taught on Chandler. And she was doing this and hitting him every 2 fucking minutes. The lad couldn't protect himself. He's only a kid. Again, learning difficulties. And she's getting away with it. She's hitting him. She's twatting him. She's fucking doing him a side dig. Know what, love? Know what? You're a fucking coward. You're a coward. Do you want to hit me? Do you want to hit me? I've got difficulties as well, so I'm not making fun of people with disabilities, so you can have the word right. But you know what, sweet? If you can hit a little boy that makes you a fucking coward in my eyes, come and hit me. I don't hit women, but with a fucking horrible bitch like you, I'd make a fucking exception. I'd make a fucking exception. But anyway, she's been retarded. People seeing it on camera, so hopefully she'll be in shit. Because I do know in parts of America they're not like the UK. I keep saying this word, soft arses. They're not soft. So that's that one. These are all the people I've heard of today. Now there's another one. Take the opt-ins. I know, same song and dance. Sometimes when I talk, right, sometimes I get unparticular Tourette's. Sometimes I swear a lot. Sometimes I say things, and some people might not agree with me. Some people might think I'm out of order. Some people might think I'm a dick. That's interesting. But, you know what I mean? That's fair enough. I find that interesting because it's always that people have different opinions and people see things in a different way. Like when I try to politics, I can't pronounce my words right. When I try to politics, some people have a agree with me, some people don't agree with me. That's fair enough, but I don't expect to go to a shop or a pub, and because they don't agree with my particular ways of looking at life, I don't expect people to kick me out. I don't expect to go in somewhere and people boo me out of the door because they don't agree with what I feel and how I think. Take the opt-ins. Yes, it has to be funny. That's her humour. She's a funny lady. And she just talk about politics and makes fun of politics. Maybe I should do that, be a bit more funny. Sometimes I do on my video. I try to be funny. But she didn't deserve to be booed out of a pub because people don't agree with her. Now, I know there's more to it than that. I know this fucking barman is biased. He has a woman. He's a different race, not a race thing. He didn't agree with what Takey Hopkins was saying. So fucking what, pal? So fucking what? You're running a fucking pub. A pub is for the public. Sometimes, I just said it behind back. Sometimes people might not agree with what I feel, what I say. But as a barman, you abused your power and kicked someone out. You've had people boo a woman out who was doing no fucking harm. She just ran in, wanted to watch the football, the English game, wanted to see football and have a beer, whatever she was drinking, and she deserved that. I already said all this before. So you're a scumbag. And all the people in that pub are scumbags. They're scumbags. And I'm happy to say the pub, I named it because I found out the name. I named it. I know I'm not the only one. It got right paint hung on the window. Rightly so. It deserves a lot more than right paint hung on the window, but it's just my opinion. But rightly so, because they deserve it. Because he's a barman. He's supposed to be professional. To me, that's unprofessional. So I'll just rewind back what I just said. Some people might agree with me, some people might not agree with me, but I don't expect to go somewhere, whether it's a shop, whether it's a pub, wherever, and get booed out the fucking door for people that should know better. Just saying. This is number one on my agenda. This is one I'm going to really keep mild. This is one that actually had me in tears. Two men adopted a baby. You've heard that all on the news. I'm glad you keep it mild. And I don't give a damn about the sexuality, right? I've got friends who have same sexuality with one another. I put it in detail. I've had women who like women. I don't give a shit what your sexuality is. So that one's out the window before anyone gives me that shit, right? What I give a shit about is a baby being abused. I'm not going to say the word because it's on YouTube, but we all know what say someone about the two disgusting men who abused a child, an offenceless little baby, and this poor little baby is no longer around. May this poor child rest in peace. For these two men, the other one deserves life. And the other one, you've got 10 odd days. They both should be shot, really. They should be decapitated. And they should be shot, life for a life. What a pair of scumbags. Now I'm trying to think of another one that really pissed me off when it comes to horrible people. Oh yeah. I've been saying the race card a lot this past few weeks because there's someone who used the race card and stabbed someone. You might know what I'm on about. They stabbed someone and they called the police. They used the race card as an excuse. I'd fuck all to do with race, I might add. They made out they got assaulted and this poor lad, which here sums up how dumb the police are. This poor lad lost his life. We already know about it already. These are the most disgusting, the most horrible people I've ever had the displeasure of doing. But I just thought I'd say it, get it off my head. These people, the lung people today. I have to say, not all lung people are disrespectful, like that poor old lady, first one I was talking about. Happy to say, we're not in a world where everyone's fucking evil, but seriously, it's fucking sad when people don't help someone who needs help. It's fucking sad when someone can abuse a baby. And it's a fucking sad world when someone uses a race card as fuck all to do with a race, but cold blooded to kill someone for no reason. What a sad world we're living in, but I thought I'd get off my chest of the most disgusting people. We already know what I'm on about anyway, you've seen it a lot. But then, into them, be smart, be safe. I'm only happy that there's still some decent people in this world. I've got lots of friends, nice people, genuine people, decent people. And that's what makes me happy to know that there are some nice people still out there. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.